mindful, be grateful, be positive, be true, be kind. A ship is always safe at shore, but that is not what it's built for. Talent is helpful in writing, but guts are absolutely essential. Manifest plainness, embrace simplicity, choose selfishness, have few desires. People throw stones at you, and you convert them into milestones. Accept our own thoughts. There is nothing absolutely in our power. When you are identified with the One, all things will be complete to you. Never give up. Things that you keep dreaming about will happen one day. Nothing happens until something moves. Being born is like being kidnapped and then sold into slavery. When you lose your smile, you lose your way in the chaos of life. Understanding that rests in what it does not understand is the finest. If you fight with all your might, there is a chance of life, whereas death is certain if you cling to your corner. I kept always 2 books in my pocket, one to read, one to write in. Lower your expectations, but never lower your standards. Slowly we became silent, and silence itself, if an enemy to friendship. A seed neither fears light nor darkness, but uses both to grow. Appear at points which the enemy must hasten to defend. March swiftly to places where you are not expected. Life is pain. Anyone who says otherwise is selling something. Done is better than perfect. Stop doing what is easy or popular. Start doing what is right. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. Each star is a mirror reflecting the truth inside you. Perfect happiness is the absence of striving for happiness. Do not presume that richness or poorness will bring you happiness. Silence is nice to have if you wanted it, but maddening if you didn't. Everything should be made as simple as possible, but not simpler. Knowledge is responsibility, which is why people resist knowledge. There is no greater danger than underestimating your opponent. Si no usaba esta vida, entonces la estaba desperdiciando. I speak to everyone in the same way, whether he is the garbage man or the president of the university. Sometimes I think my head is so big because it is so full of dreams. In my deepest wound, I saw your glory, and it dazzled me. Life is a comedy to those who think, a tragedy to those who feel. It's enough for me to be sure that you and I exist at this moment. I always felt like you had to be important to have enemies. True goodness springs from a man's own heart. All men are born good. If you don't take risks, you will always work for someone who does. The search for truth is more precious than its possession. Only courageous hearts can endure the bitterness of truth. If you do not change direction, you may end up where you are heading. The perfect man uses his mind as a mirror. It grasps nothing. It regrets nothing. It receives, but does not keep. I never said it would be easy. I only said it would be worth it. The moon and the stars shine, even when the clouds hide the sunbeams. The longer we dwell on our misfortunes, the greater is their power to harm us. You can measure the size of a person by what makes him or her angry. Faced with what is right, to leave it undone shows a lack of courage. Plan for what it is difficult while it is easy. Do what is great while it is small. Remove the clowns from your life before you become one. If I cannot do great things, I can do small things in a great way. He who knows he is a fool is not the biggest fool. He who knows he is confused is not in the worst confusion. Being defeated is often a temporary condition. Giving up is what makes it permanent. Yesterday is not ours to recover, but tomorrow is ours to win or lose. Whatever is going to happen will happen, whether we worry or not. All paths are present, always, and we can but choose among them. Genius is measured not by static volume, but by kinetic vision. 3 rules of work. Out of clutter, find simplicity. From discord, find harmony. In the middle of difficulty lies opportunity. Dining with the king. Your attire, attitude, and mentality must change. Don't be afraid of failure. This is the way to succeed. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you. If you listen to critics for too long, you will become deaf to success. Everything that is done in this world is done by hope. Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor. Hats have power. Hats can change you into someone else. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. The whole secret lies in confusing the enemy so that he cannot fathom our real intent. Nothing in the world can take the place of persistence. They laugh at me because I'm different. I laugh at them because they're all the same. If you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. True, life is complex, but so are a great many accidents. I'd rather be an optimist and a fool than a pessimist, and right. Glory resides in the hearts of those you inspire, not in fleeting moments of fame. If you know both yourself and your enemy, you can win 100 battles without a single loss. The distance between insanity and genius is measured only by success. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. The butterfly counts not months but moments and has time enough. Ultimate excellence lies not in winning every battle, but in defeating the enemy without ever fighting. Because people don't have wings, we look for ways to fly. Appear weak when you are strong, and strong when you are weak. The only real battle in life is between hanging on and letting go. Integrity is doing the right thing when nobody's watching, doing as you say you would do. We may be small and we may be young, but we will shake the world for our beliefs. Hence the saying, the enlightened ruler lays his plans well ahead. The good general cultivates his resources. Efforts and courage are not enough without purpose and direction. The mistakes I've made are dead to me, but I can't take back the things I never did. There is no wealth like knowledge, no poverty like ignorance. It is better to fail in originality than to succeed in imitation. When truth is replaced by silence, the silence is a lie. Any intelligent fool can make things bigger and more complex. It takes a touch of genius and a lot of courage to move in the opposite direction. Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. When inequality takes root, a garden of problems flourishes. Creating individuality, which creates and protects others' individualities, is good. Don't be afraid of death. Be afraid of the unlived life. You must let suffering speak if you want to hear the truth. The only time you fail is when you fall down and stay down. It is more important to be of pure intention than of perfect action. It doesn't matter how great your shoes are if you don't accomplish anything in them. When we are most alone is when we embrace another's loneliness. It is hard to fail, but it is worse never to have tried to succeed. Truth that came too late was as useful as a meal to a dead man.